Yeah, chew it up for him.
I don't think you can mix the flavor.
Yummy, yummy, yummy right now.
Yes.
What does he like to
What
eat
is that?
Rice.
besides that?
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Papa?
Rice and ice cream.
Papa.
And it's not like Ilana.
Okay, good evening, I'm Shani. And for my formal informative speech, I did it on the diabetes epidemic in the US, causes and recommendations. And most of my information comes from a local medical doctor who specializes in internal medicine, Dr. Craig Karaoka, and the Diabetes Organization. So the pie graph shows that diabetes is the primary cause of kidney failure. And the bar graph shows how many people in the United States have diabetes. So the bar graph was in 2012 and it was already at 29.1 million. So just imagine now, I think it's like at 80 something million. So there are three types of diabetes: type 1, type 2, and gestational diabetes. Type 1 is when the body just simply stops producing insulin, and it's usually found in children. So the picture, you can see that the insulin cells just stop working. Type 2 is the most common in adults, and it is when the body makes insulin, but it uses it inappropriately. Gestational diabetes is only found in pregnant women. That's why they do a glucose screening around like 24 weeks. And it's when the hormones in the mom's placenta blocks her from making insulin, and it can affect the baby. Because if the mom's body is making more insulin, then the baby's body will do the same, and then it can make the baby born fat, or macrosomia, I think it's called. Causes of diabetes, I think number one is your diet, your lifestyle, what you eat, and fast food is more cheaper and more convenient. It's already made. You can just go through a drive-through and get it. And, like your attitude, like if you're skinny and you have a high metabolism, you can just say like, I can do whatever I want. And there's a myth that skinny people don't get diabetes, which is false. They just have a lower risk of getting it compared to obese people. And I guess families, their eating habits and their exercising habits. So if you come from an athletic family that do sports, then that would probably lower your risk. And lack of exercise, if you have no motivation, if you're a couch potato. Family genetics, they play a role. They don't play a big role. It's really not a big factor. But it just increases your risk, just like not exercising or not eating good. And diabetes can lead to heart disease, like a heart attack or a stroke. And it can lead to blood vessel disease, like blindness from damaged eye vessels, and kidney failure from damaged kidney vessels, and amputation, because diabetics can get this thing called diabetic neuropathy, and it's when their nerves get damaged. And the nerves that like to get damaged the most is the ones that are furthest from the brain, so the foot. And then when they get a cut, since their nerves are damaged, they can't really feel it, and then they can have a cut and not know, but they can get infected, and that leads to amputation. So recommendations, there are oral medications like metformin, and it comes in different combinations. So all the combinations do different things. It can help your body eliminate sugar, it can help your body to balance insulin more appropriately, or it can stimulate your body to make more insulin. Or there's injectable insulins, and you just like give yourself a shot, and it can go in your upper arm, your abdomen, or your thighs. And there are 4 different types. There's a rapid acting, short acting, intermediate acting, and long acting. So for example, the rapid acting, you inject it, and then it would have its effect in about 15 minutes, but it would only last for an hour or 2. And then versus the long acting, where you inject it, but it wouldn't be effective for a couple hours, but then it would stay effective for about 12 hours. And then there's testes. There's the self-monitoring blood glucose, and it's where you get like this monitor and you poke yourself to get a blood sample and you put it in this strip, and it gives you a fairly accurate number, but it's more convenient than going to the lab to get tested. But if you go to the lab, it gives you a more accurate reading. And just to make better choices, the number 1 factor that can increase your risk of getting diabetes is basically your lifestyle, what you eat, how you eat, and your physical activity, if you're physical active at all. And diabetes is the 7th leading cause of death in the United States. And November 14th is World Diabetes Day, and the blue circle is the national symbol for diabetes. Any questions? No? Okay. Thank you for being such a great audience. Yes, I know. Oh, I hope I was recording.